2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group as there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
So she's trying to beat Bubba Watson, Henny. Gosh, that's no easy feat.
Luke, you know when you think that you've got a player on the ropes, maybe they're in the middle of the trees, in the middle of a bunker, and you think they've got no shot. And then they do, in fact, put it to 2 feet. And then you're really frustrated. That's Bubba, every single time. He's that player.
No, you can't out-Bubba Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though. Oh, that impressed me and her. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Now, pace this off. She's looking around 185.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. This putt for par here. It was on a good line. This one's for bogey. Starting the round above par today.
Just the thing they didn't want to have happen. An opening bogey. Hopefully that does not set the tone for the rest of the day.
Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Yeah, it's just about 3 feet away.
Little birdie look in here.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
And there it goes from the sand. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Two great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the players firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Oh, terrific approach and a chance for birdie here at the 3rd. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
That was a gallant attempt. And this putt coming up for her par. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
That's a touch of class.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
And now to Bubba Watson.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. A long par 4 this hole. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. From around 180 yards out. Currently leading by 3. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right.
She's playing Bubba at his own game with an incredible approach under that circumstance. Bubba looks a little nervous after that.
Ooh, right by the hole. She's got a par putt here. Let's see if she can make it. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Just didn't drop. That'll sting a bit. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Time to tee off at the 6th. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Good shot there, Beamer. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
Teeing off here at the 7th. That's heading for the fairway. Sitting at 1 under. Currently in the lead. Should find the green here. A wonderful shot here at the 7th and sets up another birdie chance.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Ooh. An opportunity to make their par. And now to Bubba Watson.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is downhill, can't be too bold.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage.
This hole is a par 3. Going with the 5-wood. That's a pretty handy shot. Well, a little off the target with that one. Second shot here on the 8th. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Trying to save par here.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And that puts her in first place. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Okay, that'll work.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, you know you want to.
Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. And that putt'll drop. Well done. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Well, after 9, so far, so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
Great shot. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Time now for the 4th shot. "13 feet to the hole."
This is what they have left for par here.
Oh, just missed. And this one is for bogey.
Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey.
Still in the lead now after that hole. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here. Good looking shot this.
That could play.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
And back to the play, shall we? 3 feet to go here to the hole.
That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last.
And that will take her to 1 under. And she's our leader. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. That's nicely done.
And now to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, steady now. Let's return to live play now.
What's in front of them, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
That's frustrating. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
And after that hole, this player is ahead by a whopping 10 strokes. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
Time to see what this par 4 has in store. That's not what she wanted. This shot from the first cut of rough.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure. 16 feet to the hole. It was on a good line. It's just about 3 feet away. Job done. Let's head to the next. Currently 1 under for the tournament. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. And we find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Come on, ball, don't deny him.
Well, you can't make them all. Go tap it in. Sitting at 1 under the card. Currently in the lead. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Judging it beautifully.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard.
This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them.
Time to hit a good one here at the 15th. Wonderfully played. Opting for the 5-wood.
This one is all over it.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Trying to get 2-3 under par with this putt.
They're staring this down for eagle.
That's disappointing. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400+ attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Gotta like their chances from there.
And this putt to move them into a tie for second.
This is on a stupendous line.
Oh, so close, but an easy par. Let's get back to it, shall we? This putt will move them to 3 under par.
Looking for another birdie here.
Ooh. This is a par putt. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Huge tee shot there, Luke. What a display of power.
Well, what a wonderful shot into the 17th and sets up another putt inside birdie range.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
From around 220 yards.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Gonna try and hold it against the wind.
That's some good golf right there. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. And that will take it to 3 under.
And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
And with this putt, she can win the event. That putt went a bit long there.
Okay, so luckily they've got another chance to get the win here.
That was a narrow miss.
Well, there you have it. What a wonderful victory, Rich.
If 1 is good, 2 is twice as nice, isn't it? 2 wins on the season for this player. Awesome stuff.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.